Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Basics with me, and today we will see description writing, which is a part of composition writing. Actually, composition writing is divided into four type of writings, and description writing is one of them. So friends, in description writing we will see what is description writing with the help of examples. So let's start with description writing. So, description writing is a statement or account that describes something or someone. It means it is a writing which describes something or someone, or which is telling about something or someone. Let it be his characteristics, features, or his significant details. It provides the look and feel of objects. It represents a person, place, or thing. It represents smells and sounds also. So here the description writing is a type of writing which has the ability to describe a person, a thing, a place, a object, or even smells or sounds. Suppose you are passing through a narrow path which is covered with the small huts, or the roads were full of water having dentures or pit holes which was stink. So all these things you can describe in this writing. So here one note is given: the better your stock of words. It means the better your power on words. You have the words which you can use according to the situation, the better will be your description writing. So now in this writing description, a person's build, his face expressions, dress and characters we will discuss now, and remaining things like the description of place, thing, smell, sounds we will be doing in next video. So let's start. Suppose here I am starting with the example. Ram is a tall man. He is more than 6 feet in height and in his early 20s. He is lanky. Now this lanky, skinny, hunched, all this comes under your stock of words. He is lanky. Here lanky means he is tall, thin and tall, and his shoulders were a little hunched. Here hunched means his shoulders little bit bent or rounded. He looks very skinny, although he is about 23-year-old, because we have used early 20s. So here early 20s comes in this only 23 years, because he is early in 20s, from 21, 22, 23, 24, only earlies. He looks much older, though he is 23-year-old, but he looks much older. It seems as if he worked very hard but got very little to eat. So here his height, his appearance, his skin, and his condition has been described. Now if we move forward, his expressions will be described. Now here he has a large forehead. Now this come under here his face expressions. He has a large forehead with a cut mark in center. It means his forehead is large and he have a cut mark. His black hair, he has black hair but fell in little rings, which are making little rings, that we call ghungrale. On his forehead, his bushy eyebrows. It means bushy means he has thick eyebrows, and his eyebrows hairs usually scattered. He was in his 70s. His fair cheek were sunken. He was in his 70s. And his skin color is fair. You can't use white and black. Here you have to use fair. And sunken. His cheeks were sunken. There were dark shadows under the eyes. With his hooked nose, hooked nose means his nose is little bit bent towards mouth, downward. He appeared cunning. His nose is like hooked, so he appeared cunning. But when he smiles, his expressions were very gentle. So these were the expressions of his face. You can add even more. If it is a girl, then here her hair is parted in the middle, and there are two plaits on the back. Now here we are describing his walk. When he talks, he stammers and keeps moving his hands. He walks with a limp. So these type of words you have to make a diary in which you keep on writing whenever you find such words. So here habit is described. He is neat in his dress on all occasions, though his supply of clothes was surely limited. Every day he used to air his clothes and put them out in the sun. He cleaned his small room daily. He ironed out his shirts with his own hands and do other little menial tasks. So this is the habit. You are describing the habit, what he daily used to do. Now moving to his dress sense, or how he dressed. He dressed in a fold upon fold of digny stuff. Stuff means anything, and digny here is dirty, like horse blanketing. His clothes looked like that the cloth which we usually keep on the back of horse. He wore a dhoti. Otherwise, you also, if someone is wearing dhoti, you can describe as he wore a dhoti around his waist and thighs. His belt, if he is wearing a pant, or if he is wearing some stuff, anything stuff which he need to tie with his belt. His belt hung a long open work iron pen case. Here the belt in with the open work means the belt have a little cut marks in between them. So the open work into iron pen case. On his head was a sort of hat, a type of hat which was torn from back, allowing his grey hair to peep out. Here peep out means to look into something. So here is a note which is most important. You can use simple present tense or simple past tense. If you are using to describe somebody's habitual things, you can use present as well as past tense. Or while giving the characteristics or features of a person to someone else or to a police, you can use in simple past tense or simple present tense to describe someone. Now you can also use auxiliaries used to and would, that we have used here, used to show the journal or habitual activities relating to the past. Here used to and would before the infinitive or the simple form of verb. Would is used before simple form of a verb. Now I will show you an example. He used to cook his meals. He used to. Now he is not doing, but he used to, because this is his journal or habitual activities relating to the past. He used to cook his meals. He also washed his clothes and put them out in the sun. After that, he would iron. Now this iron is simple form of verb. So wood is used in front of simple form of verb. Now second, you may also use some words such as on all occasions, every day, which is used to represent how often the activities are taking place, or words which indicate sequence after, then, and many more. Whenever you read newspaper, magazines, you will come across such type of words. When you come across such type of words which are describing a person's personality or character, his face expressions, or a place, thing, anything else, you keep on writing or make a habit of writing such words in a separate diary or book, so that whenever you write or you get a chance to write a description, you can go through those words and you can use in your description writing. So friends, that's all for today. So friends, in next video we will be discussing the description of places and objects and describing the conditions and the process, which will help you in many ways. Thank you friends for watching this video. If you really like, do like and subscribe, and don't forget to comment if you need anything else from my side. Thank you friends.